Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we are continuing our 5-year rebuild series here on the YouTube channel. Today, we are doing the Colorado State Rams. Now, last year, we did not do Colorado State. This year, we're doing them as our first Mountain West team. As you can see, we have done pretty much every team from one of the conferences so far. And yeah, today we are doing Colorado State. I do not know much about them. I just know that the coach made fun of Coach Prime, and then they proceeded to lose. That's the only thing I know. Sorry, Colorado State. I'm a big Colorado guy. I'm a big Deion guy. But we're not here to talk about Deion and Colorado. We're talking about Colorado State. Don't know much about them, except that they're a 70 overall, 71 on offense, 69 defense. They run the air raid and a 4-2-5 defense. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Colorado State's roster. We have Braden Fowler Nicolaisi. I probably butchered his name. He's a really good quarterback. I like him. We have Mr. Bullock, Curry, and Jackson. Running back, we have Justin Marshall. Got to get our championship contender up. Lloyd, Avamp, Mr. Jalen Debris, and Van. And we have Godwell, Mr. Ball. Fullback, we have Jared Isaac. Receivers, we have Winfield, Kojay, Jordan Ross, and Tommy. And then these guys down here. Tight end, we have Rocky Beers. Rocky Beers, man. That's a beautiful name, man. We also have Jackson Warren and a bunch of other guys here. Left tackle, Christian Martin, these guys. Left guard, we have Tanner, then Alex Foster, a bunch of these guys. We have Trayvon Neal, our heel. That is our starting center. Right guard, we have William Wortman, a bunch of other guys there too. Starting right tackle, Aaron Karras and Chandler Brown. We have left end, we have this guy. We have this guy as well. We have Josh. Finally, one name I can pronounce. I can't pronounce those other two guys. We have Jaquan Evans as our starting right end, and a bunch of guys here. We have D-tackle Andrew and Gabe and Mr. Taffa. Probably butchered it. And then those guys. Sam, we have Jaden. Jacob Ellis at the middle. We have Owen Long at the wheel, followed by a freshman, Cannon Valenzuela. So I hope I pronounced that right. Quarterbacks not looking good. We have one senior in Mr. Rogers, and we have Phillips, Blocker, and Joe, and then Chance. Free safety, we have Aiden Hector, and then these guys. Strong safety, we have A.J. Nolan there, and these two guys. Kicker, we have a freshman and a senior, I think that was, and a freshman punter and a junior punter. That's our roster, but you know what we got to do? We got to recruit. We got to get talent, and hopefully this is the one we win an Addy finally. Zahari Agnew committed. Damian Cash committed. Roderick On committed. James Fowler committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Mountain West Championship taking on Boise State. Nick Madu committed. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Heisman Trophy winner is Kevin Jennings, quarterback of SMU. He had 4,281 yards, 42 tutties, and a 70% completion percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the LA Bowl taking on Florida State. And ladies and gentlemen, we get our freaking ass kicked 59-0 in the LA Bowl. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year one stats. Braylon Fallon, Nicholsly, 312 for 565, 55% completion percentage, 4,126 yards, 35 tutties, and 4 picks. Rushing, Marshall, 240 for 1,078, 13 tutties. Lloyd, 23 for 102, 2 tutties. Braden, 76 for 72, 2 tutties. Jalen, 11 for 15 with 6 tutties. Tyler Ball, 2 for 5. Tommy, 2 for 3. How about the receiving? Tommy, 67 for 1,169, 12 tutties. Kojo, 72 for 992, 8 tutties. Winfield, 64 for 896 tutties. Beers, 51 for 536, 5 tutties. Justin, 42 for 386, 1 tutty. Jordan Ross, 8 for 104, 2 tutties. Isaac, 4 for 23. Tyler Ball, 1 for 11. Carlos, 2 for 10 with a tutty. Lloyd, 1 for 5. How about the defense here? 111 tackles for Jacob Ellis. Phil Elps with 92, 80 by AJ. Aiden with 58, 51 for Jace. Rogers, 50, 47 for whatever this guy name is. 42 for Owen Long and Jaquan Evans. Gabe Jones with 11 tackles lost, 8 by Evans and Andrew, 7 by Mukanda, 4 by Jacob Tafia with 3, 2 by Phelps, Rogers, 1 by AJ, Robert with 1, and that was that. Sacks, 5 by Jaquan Evans, 4.5 by this guy, Andrew with 2.5, 1.5 by Jacob. Gabe Jones with 1, 1 by Tafia, half sack by Dylan Phelps. Interceptions, 4 by Dylan Phelps, Rogers with 2, along with CJ Blocker, 1 by Nolan and Aiden. Obviously, we got our shit kicked in the bowl game. terrible. Which just get to year 2. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here is the playoff bracket. How about Texas A&M going on a run to the Natty? Unfortunately, Penn State beats them 35-27. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are losing 3 of our best players. Our quarterback, Braden Fowler, is leaving us. So is our best running back as well. But we were able to keep a couple people to stay. Oh, man, this is rough. Isaiah Beebe committed. Coy Beasley committed. Elijah Green committed. Jordan Matthews committed. Jarek Harper committed. Nikhil Webb-Walker committed. Justin Owens committed. Dominic Ali committed. Major Truman committed. Trevor Tate committed. Rodney Fields Jr. committed. Chad Woodfork committed. Karsten Upchurch committed. Chance Gamble committed. Conrad Hussey committed. Bryce Jenkins committed. Zayden Walker committed. London Merritt committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 49th best class in the nation. That's the second best in the Mountain West, but we're going to do better next year, so let's go. Dalvin Holyfield committed. Curtis Wilbur committed. David Rubio committed. D. Veron Bromell committed. Nick Wolfert committed. Chance Brents committed. John Wattenberg committed. Fatili Sammy committed. Monty Crossan committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have made the Mountain West Championship, and we're going to be taking on San Diego State. Marquel Grubbs committed. Cornell Arma committed. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Heisman Trophy winner is Jeremiah Smith. Receiver of the Ohio State, had 115 receptions, 1,618 yards, and 15 tutties. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Hawaii Bowl, taking on Memphis. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Hawaii Bowl here in year 2. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 2 stats. Darius Curry got the start, 299 for 537, 55% completion percentage, 4,061 yards, 36 tutties, and 4 picks. Rushing, Fields Jr., 273 for 1,172, 11 tutties. Jalen, 41 for 229, 7 tutties. Darius Curry, 91 for 119. Dominic Ali, 7 for 59. Tommy, 7 for 10 receiving. Kojo, 77 for 1,172, 5 tutties. Tommy, 68 for 1,089, 10 tutties. Winfield, 64 for 804, 10 tutties. Carlos, 41 for 479, 6 tutties. Fields Jr., 38 for 345, 3 tutties. Landon Bell, 10 for 167, 2 tutties. And Jalen, 1 for 4. How about the defense? 77 tackles for Conrad. Phelps with 73, 67 for Haggins. Coy with 65, 55 for Cannon. Owen, 53, 40 for Chad Woodford. Texas lost 10 by Chad. Bryce with 9, 8 by Andrew. Cannon with 6, 5 by Owen Long. London with 4, save with Zayden Walker. 2 by Conrad, Nikhil Webb-Walker, and Justin Owens. 1 by Phelps, AJ, Drew, Gabe, and Mr. That Guy. Sacks 4 by Chad, 2.5 by Bryce and Andrew, and Zayden Walker. 2 by Nikhil Webb-Walker. London went 1.5, same with Justin Owens. Cannon with 1, same with Conrad, half sack for Owen Long. Interceptions, we had 6 by Chance Gamble, 3 by Coy and Phelps, 1 by Haggins, Cannon, Conrad, and Owen Long, and Jordan Matthews. Obviously, it's great to win the Hawaii Bowl, but next year, let's try to win the Mountain West and make the playoffs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was Florida and the Ohio State. How about Ohio State going on a run from Penn State, Notre Dame, UCLA, but they fall to Florida, 45-34. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we were able to keep our top 2 players, but our top-tier corner is leaving us, as well as our 2 best quarterbacks are leaving. Thank God we got a quarterback coming in. But, man, that sucks. Barry Silver committed. Isaiah Buxton committed. Mason Mims committed. Jordan Ross committed. Damian Fagan committed. Cesar Fuentes committed. Max Skaggs committed. Zach Clayton committed. Isaiah Robinson committed. Caden Massey committed. Bernard Woodard III committed. Omarion Gaines committed. And, ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 34th best class in the nation. That's the best in the Mountain West. Obviously, a good year 2 recruiting-wise. Let's hopefully continue that in the year 3. Grant Goldwire committed. Anthony Turpin committed. Adrian Sheffer committed. David Swan committed. Kerry Brenderson committed. Mohammed Finger committed. Johnny Ballage committed. Taro Roberts committed. Gideon Uzma committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made the Mountain West Championship, taking on Fresno State. Robert Bale committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have finally won the Mountain West. Vince Aguilar committed. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Heisman Trophy winner is Peyton Lewis, running back of Pittsburgh. He had 239 carries, 1,330 yards, and 5 YPC. I think that's touchdowns, but I'm stupid, so I don't know. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be hooking them the horns. No, we're not hooking them. We're going to the college football playoff, and we're taking on Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, we suffered a 27-12 defeat here in the playoff. We'll get them next year, champ. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 3 stats. Darius Curry, 321 for 554, 59% completion percentage, 4,158 yards, 38 tutties, and 3 picks. Rushing yards. Andrew Paul, 244 for 1,072, 27 tutties. Curry, 88 for 220. Ali, 48 for 193, 1 tutty. Ronnie Fields, 12 for 42 with a tutty. Nick, 11 for 25. And Dupree, 3 for 3. Receiving, Bell, 79 for 1,206 yards, 7 tutties. Tommy, 74 for 946, 5 tutties. Nick Madu, 63 for 893, 14 tutties. Mason, 66 for 729, 5 tutties. Paul, 20 for 194 tutties. Jordan Ross, 9 for 97, 2 tutties. Dominic Ali, 7 for 72 with a tutty. Ronnie Fields Jr., 2 for 19. Defensively, 86 tackles for Damian Cash. Phillips went 70, 59 for Drew, and Omarion Gaines. Dante Scott, 57, 52 for Woodyard III and Coy Beasley. 48 for Chad Woodford. Texas lost Chad with 19, 14 for Zayden Walker. Bryce Jenkins with 9, 6 by Cash. London with 4, 3 by Andrew, 2 by Drew and Justin Owens. 1 by Dylan and Coy. Sacks, 8 by Chad and Zayden Walker. 4 by Bryce Jenkins. London with 2, 1.5 by Cash, 1 by Andrew and Justin, half sack by Drew. Interceptions, 4 by Gaines and Dante Scott, 3 by Phillips and Coy, 2 by Elijah Green, 1 by Cash and Drew Rodriguez. We made the playoff. We won the Mountain West. That's a successful year, but we didn't win the playoff, so we got to do that hopefully in year 4. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was an all-SEC showdown. Of course, Texas wins the Natty after they defeated us. They go all the way to Natty, and they beat Bama 35-27. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're only losing London Merritt, who has been my best edge rusher. But we keep Ali, Bell, Cannon, and Lorenzo Franks. Let's go. Greg Lewis committed. Dylan Shipley committed. Finanu Tino Izama committed. Lyle Scott committed. Robbie Martin committed. Raheem Long Jr. committed. Cole Jones committed. Jeremy McRae committed. Tanner Applewhite commits. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 28th best class in the nation. That's the best in the Mountain West. We're cooking a little bit. We got 1 year left to recruit, so let's go. Josh Wilbur committed. Colin Eberl committed. John 8-Man committed. Dion 2-Man committed. Von Cormier committed. Tony Bloom committed. Siaki Ta UFO OU committed. Evan Hurt committed. Peter Lampkin committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have made the Mountain West Championship, taking on UNLV. Nelson Ebro committed. Tim Martino committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Mountain West. Let's go. Garrett Calcaterra committed. JP Gaskin committed. Clark Peterowski committed. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2028 Heisman Trophy winner is Bryce Underwood, quarterback of Michigan. He had 4,697 yards, 43 tutties, and a 69% completion percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, we have once again made the playoff, taking on USC. And ladies and gentlemen, we took down USC, and we're on to the next round. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Goodyear Combo Classic, taking on the LSU Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, we gave it our best shot, but we fall 31-14. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are your year 4 stats. Applewhite, 281 for 41, 58% completion percentage, 3,754 yards, 31 tutties, and 2 picks. Rushing, Fields Jr., 276 for 1,198, 8 tutties. Dupree, 56 for 203, 8 tutties. Applewhite, 91 for 113, 4 tutties. Tyler Ball, 11 for 21. 9 for 12 for Vince Aguilar, receiving. Aguilar, 68 for 969, 8 tutties. Nick Madu, 57 for 948, 8 tutties. Landon Bell, 57 for 729, 6 tutties. Dylan Shepley, 48 for 578, 5 tutties. Fields Jr., 32 for 282. Grubbs, 8 for 127, 1 tutty. Tyler Ball, 8 for 97, 1 2 tutties. And Dupree, 2 for 26 defensively. 88 tackles for Damian Cash. Max Skaggs, 84. 55 for Coy Beasley. Gaines, 52. 51 for Brahim Long Jr. 48 for Barry Silver. 46 for Bernard Woodyard III. Tackles lost 15 by Bryce Jenkins. Chad Woodfork with 13. 10 by Zayna Walker. 9 by Finanu. 7 by Lorenzo Franks Turpin with 5. 3 by Cash Skaggs and Beasley with 2 apiece. 1 by Gaines, Long Jr., and Silver. Sacks, Chad Woodfork, 9.5. 8.5 for Bryce Jenkins. Zayna Walker with 7. 4 by Finanu. 3.5 by Lorenzo. 2.5 by Turpin. Half sack by Cash, Skaggs, Beasley, and Silver. Interceptions, 6 by Coy Beasley. 2 by Gaines, Long Jr., and Woodyard III. 1 by Cash, Skaggs, and A.J. Nolan. Year 4 in the books. Let's get to the offseason and get more talent to add to our squad. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fucked with a capital F. Damn. Darrell Harper committed. Austin Pounds committed. Manu Portilla committed. Shemerel Earls committed. Afa Choice committed. Denzel Byam committed. Jimmy Finna committed. Randy Murphy committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the 9th best recruiting class here. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 9th best class in the nation here in year 4. Well, of course, the best in the Mountain West. We have everything we need to go win an Natty, so let's do it, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the final roster. We have Chance Brents and Tanner Applewhite, both up to an 87. I think I might start Tanner Applewhite because of the abilities there. Dominique Ali is going to be our running back, followed by Adrian and these two. Receivers, Bynum, Madu, Roberts, Caesar, and Dion. Those are our top guys, really. Tight end, Dylan. How about Tony Blum up there with 75? Left tackle will be Desmond Coco. Nick will be our starting left guard. Center, Warnell. Right guard, we have Johnny Baldage. Right tackle will be Agnew. Left end, we will have Finanu, followed by Holyfield, whatever his name is. Austin Pounds over at the right with those two guys. D tackle, we have Anthony Turbin along with Darrell Harper. At the D tackle, Sam, we have David Rubio, followed by Crossman and Glenn Simonson. Mike, Damian Cash, and Curtis Wilby. And we also have J.P. Gaskin. At the wheel, we have 285s, Greg Lewis and Gideon. Their corners look very good. Free safety, we have Gaines and Silver and Haggins. Of course, we have a freshman kicker and a junior punter. So that is our roster. Let's go turn auto. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently 8-0 at Wyoming, Fresno State, New Mexico, and Air Force left. There's a good shot. We go 12-0. And ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Mountain West, and we're on to the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we have made the college football playoff, and we're going to be taking on Louisville. It's a snowy day in Colorado. The snow is mounting down as your Colorado State Rams host a playoff game, first in their program history. And we're going to be wearing the orange uniforms in this episode. I think they look fire, and we're going to wear them. Hopefully that can bring us some luck here against Louisville. Louisville, I'm pretty sure they don't see snow where they play. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But here we go. Colorado State. We haven't won a Natty. Can it be Colorado State? Please, let's win a Natty. Nick Madu with a 5-yard touchdown. 7-0 good guys. 3rd and 10. At the 36, we have 2 timeouts so we can get points here. Here we go. Brents. Yes, sir. All right. We have probably 7 seconds here. Brents. Please, please, please. All right. It puts us in position to get a field goal before half. All right. Our kicker missed a field goal, and Louisville has now scored. 4th quarter, 3rd and 11. Here we go. He dropped it. We'll have to kick the field goal now. 3rd and 9 at the 42. Come on, baby. He's got a man wide open down the seam. 1st down. Let's go. All right. 1st and 10 now at the 11. Gotta punch this in. Roberts. Right over the middle, touchdown Colorado State. Let's go, lead 17-14. And ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We took down Louisville 17-14, and we are now back in the quarterfinals. Let's freaking go, baby! And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Once again, taking on the #1 team, this time Michigan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Dallas, Texas. No snow in sight. It looks like Michigan has a new head coach, Sharon Moore. Must not be there no more for Michigan. Could be wrong, but I think Bryce Underwood also graduated. So, we'll see. Michigan's still really good. We're also really good. We got to believe in the Rams. Come on, Colorado State. Bring it home. Let's get to the semis. Come on, boys. Let's go. Dominique Ali with an 8-yard touchdown rush ties the game at 7. Let's go. Desmond Bynum, 15-yard touchdown to give us a 14-10 lead. Come on, boys. We're going to have to throw out the end zone, but there's no way we're going to... Here we go. We just bombed no points. Overthrown, but there's a flag! That's going to be defensive pass interference. First down, we kick the field goal 17-10.5. We'll take it. All right, 3rd and 12. Michigan has scored and tied it up. But not for long. P.I. Here we go. We got a guy. He overthrew him. Oh, you cunt. 2nd and 10. Brent. Fucking Teresa fucker. 3rd down and 10 at the 25. Brent. Holy shit, that's a first down. Let's go. We are in possession. 1st and 10, Brent. No way he caught that. Let's fucking go. All right, we are moving the ball here. We are in almost field goal range. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Brent. Oh my god, we got him. Oh my god, we're at the 14. Let's try to get these timeouts out of Michigan's hands. Here we go. Ollie's gonna go nowhere. 2nd and 11. Ollie gets fucking 2. 3rd and 9. Brent. He's got a tight end. He's got the turn and touchdown, Colorado State. Come on. Please, I beg of you guys. And we got him. We got him. That's the fucking ball game. Holy crap. We just beat the #1 team in the land. And we're going to the semifinals. Colorado State, turn up. It's not going to get any easier, bro. It's going to be Ohio State. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Caesars Superdome, the All-State Sugar Bowl. No matter if we win or lose, at least we're going to lose or win with pride. We're wearing our pride uniforms for Colorado State, and Ohio State's going to be tough. We lost to them in the Natty with Maryland. Can we win and get to the Natty? 1st and goal from the 7. Brent hands it off. Ali, gain of 2. 2nd and goal now from the 5. Hand it off again. Ali, he's going to fight it and touchdown. Let's go. Here we are. 3rd and 10 at the 15. Brent. Underneath, we're going to go Ali, and he's going to get tackled. All right, 3rd and 15, opening possession. Here we go. Brent. He's got Roberts. He's got Roberts. He's got Roberts. Touchdown, Colorado State. Let's fucking go. Fucking Earls, you fucking bitch. Terrell Roberts, 70-yard touchdown, 24-6. Come on. All right, 3rd and 19. Here we go from the 16. Brent. He fucking dropped it. Here we go. Come on, D. No fucking shot. Come on, D. Someone step up. Oh, get the fuck out. What the fuck is that? All right, all we need is a field goal. We got 1:49 to go. All right, Brent Ollie's going to get us 3. 2nd and 7. Here we go. Brent, come on. Right there. We'll take the underneath. 1st down. 3rd and inches. All right, 3rd and inches. Here we go. Got the first, Brent. Slide. Oh, my God. 1st and 10. Here we go. Ollie. Dropped it. 2nd and 10 here. Brent, too high. 3rd and 10. Here we go. We got 2 shots at it. Ollie, I'll take that. 4th and 5. Got Ali. Oh my God, first down. Timeout. All right, we got to get at least 20 more yards to feel comfortable about this field goal. Here we go. Brents, come on. Nowhere to go. Lost to 2. 2nd and 12 here. Here we go. He burned him. He burned him. He burned him. Oh my God, I can smell the fucking wind from here. 1st and 10. Let's go. I'm going to call timeout. Here we go. Hold on to that football. All right, here we go. This is a chip shot. The kick is up, and it is good. And we are on our way to the national championship as long as we don't do something stupid here. Here we go. The kick is off. And he's going to take a knee. Oh, my God. Prevent. Oh, my God. There's no way. There's fucking no way. Here we go. He's stepping up. Is he going to scramble like an idiot? Yeah, pull with fucking Will Howard, you dumb fuck. We beat Ohio State. We avenged a loss for Maryland. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to the national championship. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking on the Pitt Panthers in the national championship. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Hard Rock, home of your beloved Miami Dolphins. Can we win our first ever national championship? Now, Pitt, it's Pitt. I don't want to disrespect Pitt. Pitt is a great team. They beat the shit out of USC in their semifinal. But we got to respect Pitt. We can't take them lightly. Please, Colorado State, let's finish the job. We should have. Let's finish the job, please. And we scored. I don't know how we just scored, but we fucking scored 7-0. Good boys. 1st and goal from the 9. Hands it off. Ali fucking gains a yard. 2nd and goal from the 8. Brents. Touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's a fucking touchdown. 14-7. Come on. 1st and goal from the 6. Ali. He's going to run it. Touchdown. Colorado State. Come on. All right. 3rd and 10 from the 48. Pitt has scored to make it a 7-point game. Brents. Ali dropped it. I don't play for a fucking quarter, and we're fucking back to fucking losing. Oh, my God. Brents. Let's go. 1st down. 1st and 10. We're down 1. Come on. That was a big play there. Brents. Got him. He's got fucking Roberts. That's a touchdown. Let's fucking go. All right. We're going to go for 2. He got it. Let's go. We are back up 7. Colorado State. Come on. 3rd and 14. Brents. Underneath Ali, I'll take that. Keeps the clock moving. Mac sacks. Interception, pick 6. We have a fucking 36-22 lead. 3rd and 7. We need this first. Brents. He's got Roberts. That's a 1st down, motherfucker. We are 1 1st down away from winning this game. Ali. It's a 3-yard gain. All right, we are now 7 yards away from winning our first national championship. Ali loses 2. 3rd down and 9. Big 3rd down. Brents. He dropped it. He fucking dropped it. Oh my fucking God. Shaheem Earls has got a pick. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to win the national championship. Oh my God. What a way to win the national championship. And we have done it. Colorado State, our national champions. It took us 8 episodes, I believe. And we are finally national champions. We get to see the new animation. Oh my God. Colorado State are our first champions here in CFP 26. Lift the trophy, boys. You guys deserve it. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this year, we get to end this video, or end one of these videos, with this screen in front of us. we have did it finally, our first ever national championship here in CFB 26 in our 5 rebuild. It took a couple episodes, but we got the job done. Dude, if you guys were in the live stream on Sunday when we did this, the recruiting in year 1 wasn't looking good, and we managed to hit good in the transfer portal, got some guys. We recruited then in year 2, year 3, year 4, and we got some guys in. Brent, by the way, I'm going to be honest with you, Brent, when we got him in, I was looking, he was not going to be in the plans to be our quarterback. We got Applewhite, and then Brent suddenly had a really good year 4 offseason before year 5. And look at Brent's carrying the team on his back. He shocked me. This team, really good. We built a really good team. I mean, we built really other good teams, just we didn't get lucky when we were playing the games, when we played the games. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, hit the like button, hit the sub button. When you guys hit like and subscribe, you motivate me to keep doing this. And I want you to have a great day or have a great night, depending on when you're watching the video. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.